Buenos días, queridos alumnos de tercero medio. Comenzamos esta primera clase virtual a través de nuestro canal de YouTube y, bueno, vamos a seguir con las ideas que habíamos comenzado el día. Hoy trabajaremos lo que es un cover letter o carta de presentación. Así que comencemos. Good morning, my dear students. Today is April the 6th and the year is 2020. The lesson is called Writing a Cover Letter. The objectives for this class will be to learn the elements of a cover letter and to write a cover letter. The cover letter, what is it? It is a single-page letter that you include with your job application. The purpose of this is to introduce yourself. You mention the job you're applying for, show your skills, match the skills and experience needed to do the job, and encourage the reader to read your resume and ask for an interview. So the purpose of this letter is to present yourself as the ideal candidate to be interviewed and selected for a job. It is as important as a resume or curriculum, but it is not always required. Most of the times you will only need to send your resume or CV. The elements of the letter. You need to include your name and contact details. Their name and contact details. This equals to say the name and contact details of the person who is offering the job. The name of the job you are going for. It is important that you mention it because sometimes some companies are offering different positions at the same time. So you need to be very specific to mention what is the job you are looking for. You need to list and mention your most important and relevant skills. It is important that they match the job. It is not to say that I'm good at speaking English if they need a French teacher. That wouldn't be as important as the other element. And finally, you end up with a summary of why you are right for the job. In this case, you are going to mention some of the details such as your skills and why you think you are the best candidate. Here I have a sample. This is a real letter I wrote on March the 21st and the year was 2013. As you can see, I identify the name of the person in charge. In this case was Eugenia Carrasco, and she was the principal or headmaster of St. Thomas School or College. So I identify the person who I am writing for. I clearly wrote the dates and the place where I was writing from, and I presented and introduced myself and what was I looking for. My name is Victor Aguilera. I am writing to apply for the English teacher position in the school that you direct, as it was published in Diario Austral today. It is also important to mention where you heard from the job. In here I said Diario Austral. You can say on Facebook. You can say I was referred to by my friend Pablito, Juanito. Whoever told you about the job position should be included in here. It is ideal to mention um, a series of publications such as Diario Austral, El Mercurio, Radio Sago, etc. Remember, you have to mention some important and most relevant skills. In here, I mention my background. I'm a graduated teacher with a background educating students both at secondary and high school level in the public education system. As an instructor, I am eager to put my knowledge in English as well as my experience in teaching to work in an environment that fosters learning at a higher level, while taking care of students under different skills and levels of understanding of the language. In here, I am mentioning that I am eager. Eager means that I am willing, that I'm happy, that I want to work in here. Those are some keywords that you may use to put my knowledge in English as well as my experience. So those are two of my skills, knowledge of English and experience. And what I want to do with that? Help students understand and learn the language. Okay, on the next paragraph, I will talk about a little bit about my experience. My experience working at the public education system taught me how to understand all types of learners and the needs, and also develop group management skills that I found determining to work in any school at any level. In here, I continue talking about my experience and other skills I gained with my previous job. For instance, in here, I talk about the learners and the types of learners, so I can work with all types of learners, and also my group management skills that I developed while working at the public system. So, on the first part, I talked about who I am, the position that I was applying to, and of course, I wrote the name and position of the person who I was addressing. Then I talked about my background and my skills. Now comes the final part in which I'm going to summarize myself and why they should at least call me for a new. I would like to work for St. Thomas College and put all of my enthusiasm and skills at your service. I look forward to talking with you concerning the position. Thank you for your time and consideration. Sincerely yours, Victor Aguilera, English teacher. As you can see on the last paragraph, I mentioned that I want to work for them and that I would like to have a meeting. In this case, I would like to have uh, an interview. This is the final step. You make yourself, uh, you you have to mention why you want to work there, that you want to work there, that you want to put everything that you have at the service of these people who is offering the job. Okay, so this is the end of the sample letter. Okay, so what is that you have to do? This activity, you are going to write a cover letter, and this is going to be a process in which you are going to write and rewrite. So the activity will begin this week and end on the next one. Okay, why is that? Because the writing process includes writing, rewriting, editing, and checking for mistakes. Okay, so what is it that you have to write? Your name and contact details, the name of the person you're addressing to, and their contact details, the name of the job you are going for, a list of your relevant skills, and a summary of what you are right for the job. So, consider the sample as your guidelines to write a cover letter. Okay? Remember, this activity is due April the 9th. You have to edit a Word document and send it to my personal email, which is vmaguilera86@gmail.com. Questions or doubts on my WhatsApp 569207199197. This is only for text messaging. I will be answering WhatsApp messages from Monday to Friday at 9 from 9 to 1 p.m. and from 2:30 till 5 in the afternoon. Okay, I will not answer phone calls on this number because it is not connected to any line, so only WhatsApp text messages. Or you can also ask me any questions or doubts at my personal email, which is vmaguilera86@gmail.com. So my dear students, have a nice day, enjoy your quarantine, and see you soon, hopefully.